Georgia will be receiving. And to tell you all about today's ball game, here he is, the legendary voice of the Georgia Bulldogs, Larry Munson.
Thank you, Scott. We have a strong wind. If you're looking at your radio, it's blowing right to left. The wind is primarily south or southwest.
Get the picture now. Dogs are in red on the road. Been a 4-point, even a 5-point favorite Friday morning. Red top, silver pants, red helmets, trimmed in white. Tech in the white jerseys. Gold pants, gold helmets, and a little bit of a black trim with the number. Tech in Georgia and the annual thing in Atlanta. And look at the fog is moving with that hard wind now. That might get rid of that fog that we've had. The wind's been up about 15, 20 minutes now, and it's very stiff coming across the field. Tech to kick off to Georgia. And a bunch of bowls. Believe it or not, a bunch of bowls kind of watching this one to figure out who slots where, because you don't know. Breaks, kicks it off a mile up high in the wind. And it'll be deep in the end zone, and we'll down it. Hines Ward looking at a high floating ball that was kicked very well into the wind, 4 or 5 yards deep in the end zone. George will come out, put it in play on the 20. We're in an I, a wide out on each side. Bobo going to go to the fullback and shoot Gary, driving up to about the 29. He got 8.5. Tech again in a 4-3. Bobo's got him in an I again. Now he moves a tight end and puts him in motion back and forth. Runs a toss sweep to Edwards. Hole at the tackle. 10 yards, 15 yards, down across the 46 or 7.
Bobo turned around, said something to his fullback. We got 2 wide outs and an I again. Tech in a 4-3 again. We're on our 45. We throw past to Hines on the left flat complete. And he's going to come get 10, 20. He's going to get 30. He's down over the 10, and it's a touchdown.
Well, that was easy.
Well, we isolated Hines far in the left flat, one-on-one, and he just dodged the guy and outran a couple who kind of had an edge on him, a corner on him, an angle on him after about 15 yards, but couldn't get there.
So Hines Ward has just gone 50-odd yards. Cronic is going to hold. Langley try the extra point. It's 6-0 very early in the day, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Georgia leads 7-0 as Hines Ward went better than half the field. We kick it long. It angles to one side. It hits on the 6 or 7. It's picked up on a bounce by Charlie Rogers to the 10, to the 15, out to the 21 or 2, 23, and down. 3 wideouts. They're in an I. Joe Hamilton, the quarterback. Dogs in a 4-3. Go to the fullback. Georgia hits him on about the 26.5. Texan and I, 3 wide outs. Hamilton underneath. One of our linebackers came up in the corner. Hamilton looks, fakes, and pitches option outside, and the linebacker Bright hit him on the 32 or so. Greg Bright had to hit Charlie Rogers. They got to go to about the 34.5 for a first down. They split the backs. 3 receivers, one of the outside men in motion. Hamilton back to pass. Throws it, and he dropped the ball. He hit a guy right on the numbers. Charlie Rogers, a running back, wide open. Here's one of the finest punters in the ACC, Rodney Williams. We have Michael Greer deep. Dogs, 8 men on the line. Snap almost high, and the kick is going to be end over end. Taken. Greer bumped into his own blocker, but then spun off and finally got 5 or 6 yards. He ran right in the back of one of his blockers. Now we got 4 wide receivers, only 1 running back, Edwards. Texan at 4-3 again, and now their corners are coming up a little bit closer. And we run a toss sweep to Edwards, who needs a block. He comes out and tries to cut in the wet grass. Can't do it. 5 Yellow Jackets, maybe 6 or 7, piling on back around the 30. And Bobo keeps it, fires a pass in the left flat. Hines needed a block. He got to the corner, but they ran him out up around the 39. Got about 3 yards. Dogs a 3rd and 6. First quarter, they're on their own 39. Hines Ward is back in the shotgun now. Bobo has switched outside. And we fake it, and Edwards runs that little trap the middle for 10, 12 yards. First down, I think, up to the 47. To Bobo in the pocket. Right down the middle, and a fine catch by Tony Small down on their 35. Tavares Tillman hit him right away. Tony Small, a big receiver, caught it an inch or two inside the 35-yard line. Ball thrown right on the money by Bobo. We got a slot right, and now the slot, Hines Ward is moving. We run a sweep to that side to Edwards. Going to try to get him to the corner. He got 5 or 6 tough yards and went out in that wet grass down around the 30. On second down, a full 5. Bobo underneath. Go to Edwards. No hole there. The defense going to hit him, but he twisted and got 2.5. Rogers and Brooking, the linebacker, hit him. Dogs a 3rd and 2, and Hines Ward is back again behind the line with Edwards as if he were a quarterback. Bobo's out as a receiver, and we go to Hines, who's thrown down. Did we have an offside on the other side? I don't know. Derek Shepard, the nose tackle, busted up the middle. Running backs are split. Bobo going to take it. Try to run a trap with Edwards. Hit right there. Can't move 1 inch even by the linebackers and by Hughes, the end, who actually hit him first. And Tech stops the drive. Dogs with no confidence in their kicking game. Tech on their own 29, and Hamilton back to look and throw. We come on him. He passes a screen complete out in one flat, and they're going to get about a first down on it. Dodging Charlie Rogers up to the 46-yard line. Big 16-yard play. Texan and I, 2 wide outs. Joe Hamilton, their quarterback, brings Stegall in motion and runs that option, fakes to the full, and got out to the corner for 10 yards, for 12 maybe, and a first down to our 41. Tech in white and the Dogs in red. Wiley is now the tailback for Tech. We move, but got back. They fake to the tail. Hamilton going to throw and missed his man down around our 20. Threw away over the sideline, really. Harvey Middleton. And it'll be second down. Charlie Rogers is the deep tail. Hamilton going to give it to Rogers with a hole at right tackle, and he broke it off to the 30 and slipped in the grass and went down trying to cut around the 24. Ronald Bailey coming over. Hamilton, the Tech quarterback, trying to tie it up. He's only 24 yards away. Going to take it. Ride the option with the full, and this time let Wiley keep it, and he drove it to about the 19. Charles Wiley. Hamilton underneath on second down. Long count, going to take it. Go to the fullback, bang him in there, close to the 15. Charles Wiley. Georgia leads 7-0, but Tech now is third down and only a yard for a first down. They're in an I with 2 wideouts. We go into a 5-3. Hamilton, kind of a long count. Going to run the option and keep it and get outside and get 5 yards and slip and fall on the grass on the 6. He had a chance to score. But all that rain had it slippery. Well, Tech's got only 6.5 yards to go and 4 shots at it to tie it up. They put their outside receiver on the right in wide motion coming left. They're in an I. They give it to the tailback. Rogers running and driving and still driving to the goal line at least. Tech was in a stacked I. Now they're in a regular I, a power I with 2 tight ends. They put a man slow in motion. He fumbled the ball, and there's a big pileup on the 3. Georgia may have the ball. Tech may have dropped that wet football. They did. Down around the 1 or the 2. Tech dropped the wet football. Tech fumbled a cinch touchdown. A cinch 80,000 to 1 touchdown. Dropped the wet football. Dogs are 7-0. Tech's in a tight 4-3. Bobo underneath. Bobo kind of takes a long count, goes to the fullback, and trying to pick his way. Olandis Gary took it out by turning and twisting and leaning to his right to the 4 or 4.5. Bobo hollering back at his running backs on second down. He makes the tight end move, goes back, gives it to the tail, and Edwards driving it up to maybe the, well, let's see where they spot it. Close to the 11. Third down, he got about 6. Diving over the top goes Olandis Gary for a first down, like you're on a goal line. We gave it to the fullback, and Gary hurdled. He needed 1.5 feet, and it looks like he got 2 yards. Cameron and Brooking, the linebackers, getting him. Bobo underneath, backs in an I. Bobo going to take it, going to give it to Edwards. He can't go to the left. He goes back into the tackle, and he didn't get anything, I don't believe. Corey Allen in motion. We have 3 wideouts. Bobo takes a snap, and they block the pass right on the line of scrimmage. Or did he hang on to it? Tech hung on to the ball, did he? Jesse Tarplin, the big end, caught a pass thrown right into his face. Tarplin, as they were batting a ball down, caught the ball, and he was the guy batting the ball. Reached up. He's a 6'3" junior, and it's Tech's ball on the 6, so they swapped the turnovers. Tech just hurt themselves. Now we just hurt ourselves. First down, Hamilton, run the quarterback draw, touchdown. That's the play we all sat up in the booth and talked about hours ago, knowing he would do that. So it's 7-6. Hamilton running, big, wide-open quarterback draw. And Tech gets the touchdown that they gave up a few minutes ago on a break. And they set it down, and the extra point is up there. Good, and we're all tied up 7-7 late here in the quarter. Tech in a tie ball game, kicking it high and a little shorter this time. Hines Ward on the 4-yard line to catch it to the 15, trying to slant toward the middle, knocked down to the 21. They couldn't form any kind of a wall really in front of him. Tech's really in a 4-2 now. Snap to Bobo. Throws out in the left flat to Edwards. Can they get him a block? He got to the corner, and they ran him out on the 27. He got 5-6 yards. Shotgun Bobo on second down. And it's a direct snap instead, and Edwards drives it up to the 31.5 and maybe a first down. First down outside of our own 30. Snap to Bobo. Looking, in trouble. Runs, fires out on the flat to Edwards, completing the 34. He broke 2 tackles and went down on the 43. Edwards turned it into something. Tillman, the strong safety, got him. We got one running back. That's Patrick Pass. So we fake it to him, and Bobo bootlegs it outside, and they come up and hit him, but he got it almost to the 49. And the quarter should be ending right here. 7-7 tie. Dogs with the ball just inside the 50. Here at 7-7, we start the second quarter. Dogs in their own 49. Second down, a long 4. Slot right, 5-man Tech line. The line shifts a little bit with him now with our man in motion. And we run that trap inside. I'm going to try to run that fullback, but a clean tackle on the 50 spun him around. Gary was coming out, but he tried to lean to the left, and Tillman, the strong safety, got him. Bobo. Edwards has come up to hear his call. Now Edwards backs up as the lone running back. Turn around and give it to Edwards. It's a little bit of a hole. They shut it down. Snap to Langley, and he kicks a good high spiral. Tech's deep man lets it hit on the 6, and it runs into the end zone. Joe Hamilton, Tech's option running quarterback, is behind his center. Tech on their own 20, a man in motion slowly drifting across. Hamilton back to pass, complete right in the middle of the zone. First down out to the 35. He had Harvey Middleton, who slanted in from left to right, a 15-yarder. And Hamilton going to slide the option and keep it and try to come inside. I think he wanted to keep it to the fullback. Derek Bird was the guy that stopped him on the play. 4 receivers. Quarterback underneath, dropping back to pass. Going to run the draw again, and we knock him down on the 36 or 7. I got nothing that time. Tech talking. Hamilton flanked by 2 backs. He talked to him. 3 receivers. He's in that shotgun this time on third down. Takes a snap and drops back. A linebacker misses him behind the line. Somebody hit him. Somebody else hit him. He's going to go down around the 34 or 5. Tech fourth down, 9.5. And Rodney gets a good snap. Kicks it beautiful. Long, high kick. Michael Greer takes it on the 25. He's in trouble. And he went down. One man had one hand on his shoe. He tried to pull away, running back to the other direction, and went down around the 25-yard line. 40-yard kick and a 1-yard return. Bobo underneath, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, but they stay in 2 wide outs. He's going to fake, step to his left, fire a pass down the middle. It is complete on the 32, and they drive him back. Let's see where they spot it. Keith Brooking, the linebacker, caught the receiver as he came across, running right to left. It was Hines Ward. Tech in that 4-3 setup. Bobo looking at it. Turn around and give it to the tailback. There's a little hole to tackle, and Edwards squirted out to the 39, 40, and a first down. Cameron, the strong side linebacker. Hines Ward in motion, running wide. Bobo fakes, bootlegs out right. Fires to Larry Brown, complete for 5 yards. He's going to get about 10 and go down as he crosses their 45. Big Larry Brown coming across the line left to right. First down. Georgia Tech's 44, going to give it to Gary, and somebody broke in and just hit him right on the line or a little bit behind. Shotgun. Bobo and Edwards are back on 2nd down and 10. Bobo back, looks, fires, and it is complete to Edwards, who broke one tackle and took it down across the 30, stepping out around the 28. Edwards stayed inside by inches and turned it into about 13, 14 yards. First down inside the Tech 30, and now at the last moment, Hines Ward in motion out far right. Bobo takes a snap on a shotgun, throws a pass out behind the line to Edwards. They're chasing him behind the line to tackle him for a loss. A big man wouldn't let him do what he wanted to do, and then came Brooking, the linebacker. 4 wideouts. Edwards is at Bobo in a shotgun, fires, diving catch by Michael Greer or Hines Ward. Michael Greer on the 18, laying his body out parallel to the ground and landing on the sideline. First down, maybe. Bobo going to take it and give it to Edwards. No blocking. He's picking his way up in the middle, though, and he got it to the 15, maybe 3 yards or so. Bobo underneath on 2nd down, going to take it and drop back and look and throw it in the corner. And incomplete. He caught it out of bounds. Hines Ward, a leaping catch, landing out of bounds in that end zone. Could have been a touchdown. Cost us a touchdown. Ball thrown a little hard, even though the receiver made a sensational catch. Bobo talks to his line and steps back in the shotgun. Edwards with him. Snap to Bobo, picks it up, throws down the middle, and Tech intercepted. They took it away from our receiver on about the 4. Tillman took it away from Tony Small, who turned to catch it. Ball not quite, maybe 8 inches away. And Tech intercepts on their own 4.5-yard line, and they save themselves there. Hamilton, long count, brings receiver motion, and his handoff to the running back, and we stop him at left tackle. Charles Wiley got stopped dead in there. They're in an eye, so Hamilton play action fake. Dumps a pass over the line, complete on the 10, and we knock him up for a first down by having 2 or 3 additional men tackle him, and it drove him forward 3 or 4 yards. 4 wideouts. Joe Hamilton going to drop back, wants to run the quarterback draw. One man missed him, but the next one got him on the 18. Travis Stroud grabbed at his shoes back there. Hamilton makes the slot man move, and then Hamilton drops back. We're coming. He throws it out in the left flat, complete. We come up one-on-one, knock him down on the 18. Charlie Rogers caught it. Jeff Harris, the corner, made a sure, fine tackle. Tech in a shotgun with 2 backs back there with him. 3 wideouts. Snap to Hamilton. Steps back to the 10 and throws a long pass. You got a man open. Complete on the 50-yard line. Jeff Harris is going to pull him down all the way on our 28. Harvey Middleton. Somebody had a busted coverage on one of the corners, maybe. He got 5 yards behind a corner. Jeff Harris had to save a touchdown, and Tech has just struck about 50-some yards to a first down on the Georgia 28. Remember what we said at the start of the game. Turnovers will win or lose it. Hamilton tackled as he actually faked to the full and came back and got knocked down for a loss by Antonio Cochran, the defensive end. Hamilton takes it. He's running out here to the right, looking to throw. Fires, and the receiver dropped it right in front of him. Middleton wide open on our 27, but near the sideline, dropped the ball. The men in white have 3 receivers now. They got 3 men back shotgun. 2 backs are with Hamilton, who takes the snap, wants to run the draw, and does straight ahead. Tried to cut, was slipping as we tackled him on our 28. Brandon Shaw to hold the ball on the 35 on 4th down and 10. Tie ball game late in the half, and they set it down, and the kick is reaching, and it is no good. It fell short. He hit under it or something, and this guy is a great kicker. Now, the wind is in his face, but the ball just went down. Georgia's ball late in the half. They're on their own 28. There's actually a little better than 2 minutes to go. We got 4 receivers now. Shotgun. Bobo takes it, throws out in the right flat on a man slanting in, and Corey Allen pushing his way out to the 40 or 42. Corey Allen caught a ball play we used to run with Bryce Hunter a lot, slanting in right to left. He was in a slot. And the play was about 13 yards or so. First down.
Snap to Bobo, throws out in the right flat. Run the same play. Corey Allen's got 10, 15 yards. Corey Allen to the right. 35, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown! Man, they ran the same play. He caught that slant coming in and then veered to the right, and by one step, he went over the end.
Extra point, put it down there for Langley. Kick is up good, and the Dogs lead 14-7 with 107 seconds left to go in the half. Georgia kicks off. He hits it toward the sideline, and he may have kicked it out of bounds. He did. First down, Tech on their own 35. It's 14-7. Shotgun here. Hamilton dropping back. Fires to a man open over in the left flat on the 38, and he's coming leaning up the middle to our 48, Derek Stegall. 4 receivers. Hamilton back, looking. Throws over in the flat to Stegall, and he goes out of bounds with it to stop the clock on about the 39. 4 receivers, 1 running back with him. Hamilton throws down the middle, complete, and we hit him. Grant hit him coming in the middle, right to left. Sheridan caught the ball 3-4 yards right over the middle. Tech shotgun. 3 men back there, 2 backs and Hamilton. 3 receivers. Hamilton takes it and drops back and fires down the middle, complete on our 21-yard line to Harvey Middleton, and he spun over the 20 down to the 17. 3 wideouts. Snap. Firing complete down to our 5 to Harvey Middleton, who was the outside man on the right, who slanted back to the middle. Harris had to get him. Man, they are throwing that football. Goal to go on the Georgia 5. It'll take luck now to try to have a lead at the half. 1:03. 3 wideouts. Hamilton takes it and looks and fires. He dropped the ball as we were hitting him on the 2. 3 wideouts, and the 2 on the left are really wide, and Hamilton takes it, and he's coming back. He fires, and we bat it down on the goal line. Was that Bright? Yeah, Bright, the linebacker, intended for Sheridan. Hamilton, the quarterback, lifts his leg, wants the ball, and takes it, and looks, runs to the right, and fires off his hands. The receiver went down to his knees. Ed Wilder, he threw it so hard right at his helmet, Wilder couldn't hang on to it, and Greg Bright was coming after Hamilton. 4th down, they threw 3 short passes. 14-7. Tech sets it up and kicks it up in there. Good, and we are 14-10 with 43 seconds and a half. Kickoff, Dave Frakes rolls it on the ground. It bounces. One of our upbacks takes it on the 20. And gets hit on the 33-yard line, and it was Earl Chambers. Took a high bouncing ball. Hines Ward is back at a shotgun quarterback now. 3 wideouts. Hines going to take it. Look, wants to run the draw, but comes outside keeping it. He's got 10. He's got 15, 20, and he runs out of bounds, stops the clock on the Tech 46. Now Bobo's back in quarterback, though he was a receiver on that play. He's back at shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Bobo takes, and they bat the ball down right in front of his face again. Same guy, Tarplin. They intercepted it before. Bobo and Edwards back behind the line in the shotgun. They snap it to Bobo. He throws in the flat, and it's batted down again on the line. Same guy, Jesse Tarplin. They can't block that big defensive man. No, that's Small over on the right. Hines Ward's on the left, and we snap it to Bobo. And he looks and throws it down the middle to Hines, complete, and they tackle him on a 23. And we need to call time here with 16 seconds. Perfect strike. Whipped down in there for about 22 yards to the 24-yard line. Georgia's up to the line. They're still moving the sticks, and then Bobo just takes it and spikes it before they ever even get the sticks moved. 2nd down. I just thought, I was so sure they would call timeout. 3 men right and 1 left. Tech's linebackers drop back a little farther. Snap to Bobo. Looking, fires a ball. A shoestring catch by Edwards, and we call time with 6 seconds. Complete on the 18. Through a 7-8-yarder. Langley going to try it from the 25.5-yard line with 6 seconds left in the half. It's 14-10. Georgia leads. Tech's got 8 men on the line. 3 men behind, ready to jump. Drew Cronick looks, sets it down. They block it. We still cannot kick a field goal. They block it. It's in the end zone, and it's still 14-10, and that's the end of the half. Now, that's going to take starch out of you. There is no doubt about that. Mark Johnson will kick off. We have the wind on our back. Third quarter. We're leading 4 points. Johnson kicks a low line drive. Tech catches it on the 22-yard line with a big fullback type, and they run it out almost to the 40. Tech first down. Jackets in white, black, and yellow. We are in red, white, silver. Backs are in an I. Hamilton underneath. Hamilton fake the option, try to keep it and run, and he's going to. And he's going to squirt forward 8 yards. He stood there forever, it seemed, faking the fullback up the middle and shot forward about 8. Derek Bird and Greg Bright had to get him. Dogs lead 4 points. 3 wideouts in an I. Hamilton underneath. Hamilton run that option, run that fullback up in there. I don't know if he got it or not. The ball is on the 47. Looks like third down, a half yard only, or less than that. Now Tech jams them all in close. All the backs, no wideouts. You only need a half yard, so Hamilton, we knocked him back, but first he stepped forward 2 feet, I think, and then we knocked him back. He stepped forward 1 big step, and then they drove him back. First down, Tech. They're out there near midfield already. They're on the 48, just inside. 3 wideouts in an I. Tech 4 points down, third quarter. Hamilton underneath, going to drop back to pass. 1 big man going to come in and hit him on the 40 and sack him back there. Paul Snelling came in. Derek Bird right there with him. Snelling got him, and Hamilton got sacked 7 or 8 yards, 7 yards behind the line, back to the 41, second down. Dogs lead 14-10. You think this is not tough? 2 receivers left. Now they flip-flop a man to the right side. They run a big sweep of blocking, and they swing outside, and they go all the way across midfield to about the 46. Joe Hamilton keeping with 2 blockers in front of him. Tech's third down, 3.5. They're on the Georgia 46, trying to come down and get the lead. A lead they haven't had today. Shotgun, 2 backs around the quarterback, 3 receivers. Hamilton back. Hamilton throws, threw it low, and he had Charlie Rogers, the tailback, open on our 38 or 9, running across to the left. Threw it at his feet, incomplete, 4th down. Williams to punt. Dogs single safety is Michael Greer. Now we only got 4 men on the line. Snap is good, and the kick high off the right side of his foot, I think, and out of bounds. He shanked that ball up around the 20. Let's see where they're going to mark it. No, up around the 25. He's still walking to the 26. 14-10, early third quarter, 2 wideouts, one of them real wide. Hines Ward, who's the other wideout, is now starting in motion. He'd only been out about 8 yards. So Bobo, play action fake, rolls right, throws to Patrick, pass is hit by 1 man up on the 29. We got 3 yards. 1 back, Edwards, 2 wideouts, Bobo underneath, fake Edwards, go right, fire, drop ball. Bobo is in a shotgun and takes the snap and fires right down the middle of Hines Ward on the 41, and they tackle him on the 44. And Hines has taken a first down strike of about 14 yards or so. 4 wideouts, shotgun, Bobo, snap to Bobo, back to throw, right down the middle, and it is complete to Tony Small under 36, and then they hit him. Tony Small down the middle, running left to right. Needed 15 and got about 24. John Myers, a free safety, got him. 1 receiver wide left. The one on the right was close, and now he's in motion. And so we go, and we hand it off, and we cut Edwards inside. No gain. They just jammed him up. He lost yardage, I think. Georgia here, second down with a 14-10 lead, and we're in the second half. 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Bobo. Wants to find somebody. There he is, and Michael Greer caught it twice and hung on and fell down to the 25. Out of his hands, up in the air. Caldwell hitting him then right there, and Michael Greer, I think, has caught himself about a 12-yarder and a first down with luck only. Michael Greer deflected his own pass and caught it the second time. We were on trying to run a quick opener, no room at all. Gary trapped behind the line and just destroyed 5 yards behind the line. 4 wideouts and a shotgun. Bobo and Edwards are back there, 2nd and long. go to Bobo. They're coming on him. He fires a Tony Small complete. He outruns 2 guys. He tries to dodge another man and gets hit down around the 17 or 18. Caldwell was the guy that hit him. Tony Small made a fine catch running left to right. You know, he's a big receiver and has surprising speed. Well, we needed 15, and we got about 12 and a half. 3rd down now. We are inside the Tech 20. We're really inside the 18. 3rd down and not quite 3. 14-10. Corey Allen wide left. Hines Ward to the right. 1 back. Going to fake to Edwards. Bootleg right. Fire. It is complete to big Jermaine Wiggins over the 10 to about the 8. Jermaine Wiggins turned around and caught a ball. One of the 2 big tight ends. It's 1st down, goal to go. Football straddling the 8. It's now just a little bit past the middle of the 3rd quarter. 7:15 to go. 2 receivers left. A tight end standing on the left, and he goes in motion slow right. We go to Edwards. He bursts down and leans over the 5 to the 4. Bobo looks at the defense, which is kind of a 4-5 setup now. Our tight end stands up on the right and comes over to the left. And Bobo going to hand it to Edwards, and Edwards fights and got hit on the goal line. They may rule his headgear didn't get it over. Dogs thought we got over. He got hit and fell on the goal line. Now, his headgear got over, but it didn't look like the ball did, I don't think. It might be inches shy. We might have a 3rd down coming here with inches. Yeah, 3rd down and 10 or 12 inches. They got to watch that time clock before they snap the ball. They better watch that clock. And Bobo walks up behind the line with an eye, and Bobo takes it quickly then, and Edwards got hit in midair. They knew he'd dive, and they knock him back 3 yards. They stopped us on the 1-foot line, looking for us to dive, and they just got him in the air. Ron Rogers, I think, hit him. We lost 2 feet back to the 1-yard line. It's 4th down. We need a yard, and if you don't get it, look what might happen to you. 4th down on the 1-yard line. We're in an eye with 2 tight ends, and the whole stadium stands up. The tight end shifts, and now another receiver shifts, and the back goes to the right, and now Hines Ward in motion, and Bobo runs and throws. Touchdown to Hines Ward. Man, we flooded that right side, just flooded it with people even moving in motion out there, and 2 men who had shifted out there, and Hines was wide open, and it's 20-10 with 4:51 to go. Dax Langley to try the extra point. This could be very big. You don't want to mess this up. It's up there, looks all right. The kick is good, and it's 21-10, which doesn't mean anything the way this ball game is going. Hamilton on the 6, dropping back, looking, fires a bullet, and we knock it down with the receiver eye in the back. Harvey Middleton up, Champ Bailey with him. And it's going to be 4th down on the 6. Champ Bailey and Middleton, one of the key receivers. Champ Bailey, our defensive back, breaking it up to save a touchdown. 26 seconds, and Tech will go maybe for another field goal here. David Frakes in. Tech will hold Brandon Shaw around the 12.5-yard line. They set it down, and the kick is up in there, and the kick is good, and it's 21-13. So the lead is still 8 points. Bobo underneath, 3 wideouts. Quick handoff. Edwards murdered behind the line. No blocking at all on the right side. 3 linemen burst in. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Dogs lead 21-13. Timeout on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network. Georgia goes in a shotgun. 2nd down, a little long. We're between our 30 and 35, and we snap it to Bobo, and he looks to the left, and he throws that ball to Corey Allen slanting in, and they hit him up on the 38, and we only got 5 yards. Bobo gets under center. He's got 2 backs split behind him, and now we shift one of them. Patrick pass out to the left, and Bobo shifts back into a shotgun. 3 receivers. Tech wants a blitz off the corner. Bobo's going to fire the ball. Caught by Tony Small. He runs by 1 or 2 guys, and then they knock him down short of a 1st down on the 44. 2 inches shy, maybe less than that. You talk about a 4th down play here. You're on your own 45. You lead by 8 points. You going to gamble it, you guys? What are you going to do, you guys?
They're going to roll the dice.
It looks like they are going to. 4th down and inches. Everybody in, and here comes Tech stacking up the line, and Bobo went sneaking, and I think he got it. I think he had his shoulder pads and helmet across the line. But they aren't going to spot it. They're going to give the... he moved it back to the 45. It'll be Tech's ball. The official closed his eyes for just a moment and didn't see it. And now they'll have to bring the chains in. And you know what? That could be a football game right there.
Oh, that's a terrible spot.
And we'll give the ball to Tech. And now all the momentum goes to Georgia Tech. Here they are in our 45. The official on this side was not looking at breaking the so-called plane of a line of scrimmage. Did the ball get across? Who knows? Find out tomorrow. Look at the clock. 13:44. That much time to play. Hamilton underneath, backs in an eye, slot right. Watch out for a bomb. Hamilton back to pass, looking, right down the middle, complete to our 28. We hit him right away, Harvey Middleton. Curled around 17 yards. Tech to try. 4th and 11, a long field goal. And they got the wind if he gets it up. He got it up, it's falling. Watch it. Good, it just got 1 foot over. And old Lady Luck now grinning and laughing at Georgia Tech, and they get 3 points because of the spot timeout. These words on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network. 21-16, Georgia leading. The clock is 9 minutes and a few seconds. Here comes Tech up to the line. Stegall breaks wide left. 3rd down, they need 1.5 yards, just about 2. Shotgun, here comes Hamilton running to the corner, and we hit him shy. We hit him on the 39 as he came out to the left. Somebody broke up that interference. I know Bird was very strong on that corner. They put it down shy of the 39. Tech is going to be 4th and 1. Tech is 4th and 1, and we're 8:40 to go. They got the wind on their back. They might kick it 17 miles. 8:27. Rodney Williams going to kick it. 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. And Michael Greer, fair catch on the 4-yard line. Michael Greer, afraid where it was going to hit, caught a ball backing up. Only 57. You sure that wasn't 157?
56.
Man, you talk about a punt. I told you they would do that. Well, we're on our own 6. We got to have a first down. So Bobo hands it off. Had a little hole. They close it hard around the 9. 21-16. Georgia leading in the 4th quarter. 1 receiver wide left, 1 short right. Bobo bootlegs to the right and looks. Fires complete, a low catch on the 19. A fine catch by big Larry Brown, and Tillman, their safety man, fell right on him. Bobo gets behind the center. Tight end standing up behind the right tackle. Bobo going to hand it off to the running back. Edwards starting. He's got 6, 7, 8. He's got 9, 10. He got 11 and a first down out to the 31. Running a little right. Had a good block in there by somebody somewhere. There was a gap at right guard. Edwards went from the 19 to the 31. Look at the clock. Look at it. 13 seconds again. Now running less. Bobo, long count underneath, going to take it. Give to the running back. We pull a lineman, and Edwards pushes and fights and gets 3 to the 35. And the clock is 6:23 and running, and we're leading 21-16. And now they break slowly out of the huddle as they come up to the 35. Look at the clock. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Bobo, toss sweep. Edwards needs a block. He's trying to get outside. They're going to hit him on the 36 and drive him out. He only got 1 yard. Brian Wilkins, a corner, got him. Will they rule the clock stop there? It's 5:51. That he did force him out. That stopped the clock. Now, 3rd down and 6. What are you going to do? 21-16. The stadium rocking back and forth. Georgia coming up to the line on the 36. Slot left, receiver right, shotgun with 3 men back there, 2 backs and a quarterback. Bobo looking at the 4-man and fires right down the middle. Knocked down, incomplete. No interference up around the 50. Tillman fighting Michael Greer, who reached up in front of his headgear. They knocked the quarterback down. We're going to have to kick it into the wind. 5:47. Harvey Middleton, the Tech safety man. 8 men on the line to come in. Snap to Dax Langley. He kicks short because the wind is going to drop it short. Middleton takes it on the 27, 28, 35. Middleton to the 40, to the 45. Good return right up the middle. Tripped from behind by Quentin Davis. Tech 55 yards to go to try to win suddenly. Tech 3 receivers again, 2 left and 1 right. And Hamilton play action fake, and we're going to blitz him as he throws. Incomplete. We blitzed forward off the right corner. He hit Hamilton as he threw, and he threw it low, intended for a receiver out around the 50. Wiley and Rogers are running backs in an eye. Hamilton underneath. Hamilton going to run the option and slip around and kind of trying to come out, and he pitched it outside to Rogers, and Rogers got about 11, I think, got it down to our 45 or 44 for a first down with only 4:59. The pitch man got out around that corner quickly. They're in an eye. They split two men out. Hamilton underneath, going to turn and come back and look and throw a long bomb. He threw it high. And we had a collision between a receiver, a defender, and we had two defenders down there, Bailey and Harris. Harvey Middleton, who ran hard into a defensive back, is down around the Dogs' 14-yard line. Tech fans thought there should have been interference. Joe Hamilton underneath, second down. Going to hand quickly off in a trap, and we pull him down. Charlie Rogers from behind on around our 41. Brandon Miller reached over, got his ankle. He almost broke through. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Tech needs 8 short yards, not quite a full 8. And Hamilton going to throw, looking, throws too high, and he threw the ball out of bounds over Wiley's head, over around in the Georgia bench on our 41. They're going to be 4th and 8, and they are going to try to pooch kick it. And he kicks one short. They got a man running and chasing the ball down the field, and Tech will down the ball on our 7 or 8 yard line with 3:59 to go. And here now comes the biggest offensive lineup of the whole year right here. Dogs are on their own 8, 92 yards to go, but it's not the 92. You got to get a couple of first downs. Dogs with Bobo underneath, going to hand it to Edwards. No room to run. They just kill us at the line. They have just destroyed our line of scrimmage in the second half. Somebody's got to get a first down because you don't want to kick into that wind. Hines Ward has gone into a shotgun quarterback, and there's movement, and Hines is running out to the left. He needs a block, and he falls forward and only got 1 foot as he tried to get to the left corner. Coffee Smith got him. Tech is just whipping us physically on that line of scrimmage. Less than 3 minutes and the clock running. 3rd and 9. We gained 6-7 inches maybe. Shotgun with Bobo. Bobo going to throw a pass complete, but they stop us on the 16. We don't get a first down. 2:24. Tech going to come on after that kicker. 4th down. Need better than a yard. 4th down. The snap is okay. And the kick, long. Langley got his foot into it pretty good. And it hits on the 50, but it goes out of bounds to stop the clock on our 48. 3 wideouts. Tech's on our 48, still trying to win and save themselves. Shotgun, Georgia Tech. We sneak a man up on the left corner. They put Stegall in motion. Hamilton back. Hamilton throws over the middle to Middleton, complete on the 45, and we hit him finally around our 33. Right off the bat, Tech whips it about 13, 14 yards, and Kirby Smart got it. Minute 56, minute 55, and Tech in a shotgun with 3 wideouts. Hamilton looking, he brings Stegall back in motion, and Hamilton retreats, and they protect him, and a man chases him, and he got him, he dropped him. And then Hamilton throws complete on our 28 to Ed Wilder. We had him, we dropped him behind the line. We finally tackle him on the 12. Dogs had him back on the 40 in their hands, and accidentally Snelling's hand slid down his legs. Here's Tech about to score maybe and break your heart, and the ball is on the 12. Here's Tech on our 12-yard line. 83, 82, 81 seconds. 79 seconds. Shotgun Hamilton. 75 seconds. Hamilton wants to run outside. He comes and cuts in, and we hit him on about the 7. Talbert, one of the men over there. Tech only needs 7 little yards to win. 65 seconds. They call time to stop the clock. So Sheridan comes out and Stegall out to the left side and Middleton to the right. Here's Tech shotgun with 3 men to protect him. And Hamilton going to run the draw in the middle, and we hit him right there. Bird and somebody else. 2 men hit him as he ran the draw in there, and a timeout called around the 7. Somebody else helping him. That was Greg Bright, the linebacker. And Tech splits the backs, and Hamilton gets underneath, and the Dogs' defense been bending and bending and bending, and a man in motion, and Hamilton coming back, and now he takes off to run. He throws it out in the flat, and we hit the guy on about the 1.5 and knock him out. Ed Wilder, I don't know if they got a first down or not. Well, somebody will be broken here, but what a ball game. Here they are in a stack eye. 3 men. 3 men, they need inches. And they give it to a big back touchdown. Charles Wiley, they open a hole at right tackle, and they cut our heart right out of our body, and the blood pours all over the street. 22-21, 48 seconds. And Tech has finally saved themselves here right at the end. Tech now, they got an extra man on the field, and they're trying to run him off the field. They got a man in motion. Hamilton wants to go for 2. He's coming back to throw. He's going to run. He's coming out to the corner, and he threw, and it's good. Mike Sheridan caught it on the back line behind our secondary. A 2-pointer, and it's 24-21. David Frakes will kick it off. 24-21 Tech. And he hits it. Flat, sailing ball, and way out of bounds. Well, we're going to have the ball on our 35.
Well, since Georgia scored with 4:51 to play in the third, Larry, Dogs haven't gotten past midfield. In fact, they haven't gotten past their own 45.
Bobo's going to go shotgun. We got 2 receivers right, 2 left, and 2 right. And Bobo back. Fires inside to Champ Bailey trying to run down the middle. And Bailey trying to break out to the left, the 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, and out of bounds down around the Tech 37-yard line. Champ Bailey running a slant, split out, and we got the ball all the way down to their 37. The play was 28 yards, 37 seconds. 2 men left, 2 men right. Bobo in a shotgun, taking a spread 4-4 because the linebackers are spread. And the snap to Bobo, and he's looking, and he throws it right across the middle, complete. They tackle him on the 30. Champ Bailey, who was over on the left side, running in, and they knock him down. And we're going to stop the clock there, or try to. 24-21, it's down to 29 seconds. We are on their 30, second down and 2.5, but there's no time. 29 seconds. 29 seconds. Bobo waiting for the snap. Bobo looks, put it in the flat to Edwards on the 35, to the 30, to the 25. He's going to dive out of bounds on the 21 and stop the clock with 21 seconds. Threw it out here in the right flat to Edwards, who sprinted out about 8 or 9 yards. And here we are in the 21. Here we are, and we're only 3 points down, and the wind is against us. Remember, that stupid wind. If you talk about incomplete passes, you got 3 plays. 21 seconds. Champ Bailey had to be told by Bobo where to line up. He slot right, 2 other guys slotted wide left. Bobo in a shotgun. We snap it to Bobo on the 21.5. He throws it in the middle, and Tech intercepts, and it's all over.
Flag.
Wait a minute, watch it.
They got a flag down in the far corner.
There's a flag down near the interception. Watch the call with 14 seconds. Tillman, their strong safety. Did he hit the receiver first? But we're guessing at that. What do we got? Have we got we got a penalty on Tech for interference. There's only 14 seconds. From the spot of the foul, it's on about the 12.5 of the 13. Was interference? Holding on the receiver, according to the replay. Interference on Tech, and I would imagine from the spot of the foul, they'll step it down, but there's no time. 24-21, interference on Tech, and most of the stadium boos. They got the ball right down where it was on the 8-yard line. Here we are, only 14 seconds for 8 yards. We spread 4 men out. The ones on the right are kind of wide. Stafford pointing at the defense, our center. Shotgun Bobo. Bobo going to take it and look and throw it in the corner. And a touchdown! Yes! Oh, my God! A touchdown in the corner! My God! In the corner! Oh, my, it couldn't have happened! Who was it?
Flags are everywhere. It's the celebration. It's got to be. That's why the flags are being thrown.
Hines Ward caught a ball with 8 seconds, inches in bounds, but there's a flag. There's one on the 2.5-yard line. There's one where they caught the ball also. Now the officials talk. An interference penalty put us much closer, and Hines Ward got behind a receiver, went in the left corner and jumped. Now they're coming over to this sideline. What are we doing here? Touchdown it is. It is Hines Ward. Hines Ward caught a ball by getting up behind a defender. What do we got? Celebration penalty? Come on, move the scoreboard. 24-21, Tech leading. I think we're ahead, men. 27-24. They haven't fixed the scoreboard yet.
It's going to be a long extra point.
Yeah, it sure is. Oh. Ball out on the 33-yard line with 8 seconds. The scoreboard guy refuses to move the score. He can't believe it either. We're ahead, but the scoreboard doesn't show it. 27-24, it flashes up. You talk about a stupid miracle. In the corner, Hines catching, and he got his feet down. You're not sure yet? Hondo thinks it was Corey Allen instead of Hines. No, Hines Ward for sure.
Corey Allen. Find out. It's Corey Allen.
Is it Corey Allen in the corner instead of Hines? Is it Corey? It is Corey Allen, not Hines Ward. Nice going, Hondo. Hondo looking up at the playback with his glasses into the next booth. There's no set here where we are. Thought it was Corey Allen. Corey Allen caught it in the corner, not Hines. I apologize, Corey. Biggest catch of your life.
That's his second miracle catch. Auburn last year, he caught it to send it to overtime.
Now, we got a kickoff to Tech with 8 seconds. Michigan State has rocked Penn State 49-14, but nothing has rocked like this one. Nothing has rocked like this one. 27-24. It could not have happened. It ain't over yet.
Scott Howard, don't you say anything. You don't say anything here. You're the one that got us into all this trouble. Yeah, they might, Hondo. They might lateral. They might kick the one guy and run and try to lateral or hand it or whatever.
Oh, red shirts, can you tackle somebody here? Tech has no timeouts left. 8 seconds, men. Mark Johnson going to kick it off. He kicks a funny bouncing ball, hits on the 21, bounces. The Tech guy's got on the 15. They're holding the clock, and he runs it out of bounds.
That's the best thing he can do.
3 seconds. He ran it out of bounds. Tech's got to play. The clock took forever to move. Tech sprinted to the sideline.
I guarantee you, as soon as this ball game is over, Georgia hangs on to win. That score's coming off almost immediately. That's a Tech tradition.
All right. Now we got 4, 5 backs back 20-some yards. We got 3 backs back 7 or 8 yards. Only 3 linemen. Here's Tech. Last play of the game, I think. 5 seconds. What if the clock's been wrong all this time?
Hamilton, shotgun. Hamilton gonna look and throw a long Hail Mary up in the air, and everybody gonna jump, and it's incomplete, and the ball game is gonna end on the 37. Our heart that was torn out and bleeding, we picked it up and we stuck it back inside. I can't believe this. We won 27-24, and at the end we had no business winning this game. Look at them jump up and down in the middle of the field. Well, you talk about Donovan's introduction to what? What did I say? A grudge rivalry? What a football game, back and forth. You think the television networks aren't nuts and out of their mind at what they got to see? 27-24. 24. Their stands and fans will never believe it. They will never believe it, because I'll tell you one thing, I don't believe it. 20, the score just went off the scoreboard, but I bet you he got 6 or 8 shots of it, because I know him, and he always gets the shots, and then he frames them for me, and I stick them up in the apartment. Been doing this for years, and so does my lawyer. He frames them too. Final comments after these words on the Georgia Bulldog Radio Network.
Eternity that we can keep. Quick throw. Mitchell makes the catch. He breaks away. 30, 25, 20. Veers inside. 10 breaks the tackle. 5 breaks another one. Touchdown!